Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and today I'm gonna make sweet potatoes with you.
And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top, keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life.
I saw this recipe on TikTok and it's been my absolute favorite thing to make, sweet potatoes, and Ken's actually tried to make these and it did not turn out well. Hey, do you want belly rubs? Hi. Hi, precious.
Callie got fixed, but Poppy over here doesn't want to rest. We have this cone on her so she can't like reach her. Oh, we have this. What is this? Oh yeah, we did take the cone off because it was
They're
uncomfortable.
spoiled and they're uncomfortable, so my mom bought her a onesie, but she
Peed through it just now. But the onesie's super nice because Coco can't lick her, she can't lick herself. But this we have to put on her because the onesie she peed through.
yeah, so it's in the washer right now. I'm cooking, Cameron's making TikToks, Kenzie's just interrupting the video and judging me. She's judging every second I do. Okay, I'm gonna go back to cooking. So I'm gonna show you my favorite sweet potato. So I'm not just making any sweet potatoes. I'm making some sweet potato chips, which is going to be very fun. Unless they're soggy because I cut my finger open. But I am smart and I'm gonna use a protector. So basically what happened, this is going to be a very
Let's go put your onesie in that.
weird video.
Stop
Because she's just talking the whole time. Okay, so I have my napkin here and I washed the potato already because I don't eat any food without washing it. That's true. That's actually not true. I do wash food without washing it, but I do eat food without washing it. Okay, so I washed my potato, and now what I'm gonna do, I have this very sharp knife, and please don't make this without your parents around. My mom is right next to me, literally sitting at the table. And the reason why you don't want to do that is because our sister decided to make these without me there telling her how to use the protector, or without my mom there. My mom was actually picking up Callie from surgery, and she decides to make these, and she cut her finger open. So don't try this without your parents. Shh.
Mom, can I put Callie's onesie in with my hand clothes for you wash? If you want. Yeah, I understand. I just didn't know what the washer is supposed to do. So I could put it all by itself.
That was funny. Well, Ken's probably him. So I make these really thin, so you have to do it longer if you're not. Oh, also I'm making very small because we're gonna have chicken later, so I don't really want a lot. So first thing you wanna do, set your oven, not cook time, bake 400 degrees. And because I'm making them so thin, they actually only take 15 minutes, was it? Yeah, they only take 15 minutes because I make them so thin, which is absolutely amazing. So that's the first thing you want to do. Now that you have it cut in half and the ends cut off, you want to cut them very thin slices. But I prefer, this is what we just got because I started making potatoes every day. We got this. This is very sharp and very dangerous, but it's way better than cutting them without. So first thing you want to do is put the blade in there. Next, you want to put the potato on and put this over. This is the protector. Ken decides to cut the potatoes. Hold on, this is like not straight. Ken decides to cut the potatoes. Oh, also I put it on the thinnest. Sorry, I'm like going back and forth, but I put it on the thinnest layer. Ken decides to cut the potatoes like this without the protector, which is not smart at all, and that's how she cut her finger off. So now I have this slider on. It was very difficult to get on for some reason. And you want to take your potato, take this, stick it in it. It's a very thin one, so it's going to be a bit smaller, but now you're going to grab it and just pull back and forth. It's going to be very hard at first, but it will get easier because it will get smaller. This is going to take some time in the beginning because it's such a small potato, but after it will get easier. Yeah, it's easier. Okay, let's continue. So the potato is very small. I'm gonna try to get like two more pieces out of it. Okay, now that the potato is really small, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take this out and put these in a bowl, and then I'm going to repeat off camera with the next half because you guys don't need to see two. So now I put all of my potatoes in the bowl. And here comes the fun part. So you ideally want all of your potatoes to be this thin. So you can see it's extremely thin. And that's why we got a potato slicer, because it was very dangerous for me cutting the potatoes that thin. But the potato slicer is also extremely dangerous. So just all in all, have a parent do it. Or it's fine if they're thicker, you just need to cook them for longer. But set your oven to 400 degrees and then just go from there, I guess. So first, if you have very thin slices like me, let me restart that. So first thing you have to do is put about 1 tablespoon of olive oil in it. It will change depending on how much you have, how many potatoes you have. But because I don't have that many, I'm just gonna stick with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I don't know if I said teaspoon, but 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And now you're just gonna mix it in. Make sure you, it tends, like all the potatoes tend to stick together because they're so thin. So make sure you separate them and really make sure all of your potatoes are nice and coated with the olive oil, and make sure your hands are washed as well, because that's just disgusting if your hands aren't washed. So mix all that together, and now it could be coated a little bit more, but just going to go in with the next ingredient. This is where it gets fun. You are going to put 1 tablespoon of sugar. This is what the olive oil gives it, the nice crunch, which makes it like a chip. And the sugar gives it sweetness. So you want 1 tablespoon of sugar. Just get all of it out. Then again, just mix that all together. You actually are supposed to use cinnamon sugar, but I don't have cinnamon sugar, so I just use sugar. And then I'm gonna put a dash of cinnamon in it, and that works perfectly for me. So if you don't have cinnamon sugar, that works. But if you do have cinnamon sugar, you can just put a tablespoon of cinnamon sugar right in, right away. That's what the ingredients call for anyways. So now it's nicely coated in all the sugar, and now I'm gonna go wash your hands. Okay, so now that, I'm sorry you guys couldn't see my face, but it was just hard to show both. Now I have it nicely coated. I'm gonna go grab my cinnamon and just Right back. The oven's preheated. Okay, let me go grab the cinnamon really quickly. So now that I got my ground cinnamon, you want to do a dash of it. Barely any, not too much. And just mix that together again. There's Cameron, waiting for the amazing sweet potatoes. So now that they're all coated, I'm gonna wash my hands for the third time. Now that my hands are clean and they're done, I'm gonna put them, you actually can film this. Just gonna grab a nice big pan. Put some parchment paper over it. Just like that, and put my sweet potatoes on. They can overlap as well. So depending on how thick or thin your potatoes are, you want to set the oven to 400 degrees. It doesn't matter if they're thick or thin, just I always set them to 400 degrees. Then you want to put them in for about 15 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. So because these are extremely thin, I'm going to put them in for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to take them out and like go from there. But usually they're done by then. But if I do make thicker sweet potatoes, I will have to take them out, flip them, and put them in for about like 10 minutes I used to do. But once I got the potato slicer, they came super thin, so I just did 15 minutes and then that was done. So I'm gonna finish putting these on the pan, put them in the oven, and I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. We already did it, we said come back.
Stop.
You can do it while I'm putting them in.
Yeah.
Do an overview.
Products we're using. Target brand. Hi, Callie. Music. Dun 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 dun. Just ignore the parts that are burnt, you know?
But those are like the good.
No, you eat those. So, Cameron is making her TikToks. So, like the good sisters we're gonna plate some for her.
And look, they actually look very good. So
Let's get some bowls.
now I'm just going to write them.
3,
No
1.
one wants your pink bowls.
Well, they're easier to
No, I don't
put in
want.
the dishwasher.
I don't want those.
Normal people forks, small fork for Mackenzie.
Thank you guys so much for watching me make sweet potatoes. It was super fun, and I hope you guys try it. They're so good, and my sisters love them so much as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications to stay tuned every time we post a new video, and comment your favorite thing to make. Bye!